So I have a very minority opinion I want to lay on you really quickly, in which most of you probably won't agree. But I personally don't mind ads. So when YouTube or Spotify or whatever is like, join whatever it is premium and never have ads again, I'm like, why? Like, this is free and I can skip, like, whatever. I just don't care. What I do like, what I do want, however, is creative ads. I want ads that make me laugh, that make me think, and I think the best example of this phenomena that I can offer to you as an example right now is of, I want to say it's StubHub, and like one of the ticketing apps where you can like preview the seat and stuff, or even if it's sold out, it's not sold out on StubHub. And it has this ad in which this just clean-cut looking, sitcom, starlet looking, little like pigtail girl, essentially. It's like, we're going to a sold-out rave, to her mom, well, flanked by two like blacked-out goth children. And the mom's response is, I guess we are. She gets on StubHub, gets her ticket, and then the assumption is that the four of them, went together to this sold-out rave. And that is good parenting. And as an example, like, there are multiple ways that could have gone. There could have been the, okay, go ahead, have fun, sweetheart, don't do drugs, and then just putting them into the Uber and then letting her go, right? And then there's the, no, you're not going, go to your room, you're grounded for the rest of your life response, which would have resulted, if this is the sitcom, right? If this is a sitcom, she's going to make like a rope out of her bed sheets and climb out the window and go to the rave anyway. And then hijinks ensue, and she ends up having to call mom and admit to what she had done, and then mom has to pick her up at the rave, and all is forgiven because you called me and you knew that you could call me when you were in trouble, but don't ever do this again. Roll credits, right? That's the typical sitcom thing. So those are the prime, like, if that's going to go in any number of ways, it's probably going to be one of those three in any average household. And so props to fictional StubHub mom for doing the good thing of that. Yeah, like, this is a stupid decision, but I'm going to be there for you. And so that she's not unsupervised in her stupidity. One of the biggest mistakes as a youth pastor that I've observed, youth pastor, children's pastor that I've observed, is that parents seem to think that if I just am 100% on my kids at school and in their sports and in church activities, whatever, just all the positive environments, if I just like am just stuck to them like glue, they won't be able to get into trouble. And so the imagination is that they aren't going to get in trouble. They're never going to do anything wrong or stupid or foolish because I'm there supervising them at all times. And that's like, that assumption is what gives them the ability to do those stupid things, climbing out the window to go to the rave anyway. Because you can't imagine your little darling doing anything wrong. But that's not what most church moms do. They're on the opposite side of that, the permissive parent. That if I put my daughter on birth control, then she won't have to worry about a teenage pregnancy, and then she won't have to worry about that if if I buy my son alcohol and let him drink it at home, then at least they won't drive drunk. That they can become the cool parent that just lets their kid do stupid, terrible things without any supervision. I'm going to go away for the weekend, left you a 12-pack in the fridge, just don't drive. Promise me you won't drive. Whatever, like silly things like that. And it seems like I'm probably strawmanning, except I've seen this over and over and over again. That with parents doing those precise things, I'm going to go away for the weekend, and then just leaving their kid unsupervised, and then no wonder when they have riotous parties in their house, or that they turn up pregnant, or whatever. No wonder. So, good parenting is to recognize that your kids are going to make stupid, foolish decisions. But they don't have to make those stupid decisions alone. They don't have to make them unsupervised. That, you know what? So with this StubHub mom going to the rave, they were in the environment, and by being present with her kid makes it far less likely that the kid is going to find the kind of trouble that you're afraid of them finding. Which might seem like an argument for the helicopter parent, of that parent just needs to be present all of the time, and that needs to constantly just be hovering over their kid, preventing like any issue from occurring, or the lawnmower mom that's just going to eliminate any obstacle from their path in the future and buy their way into USC or whatever. And like, no, that's not, like, that's the extreme opposite end of what we're talking about. You need to stay in the nuance, stay in the gray of that. Like, let your kid play out the obvious foolishness of what, like, let them see what it is they think that they're missing without having to make those same foolish decisions. Let them see other people paying their dumb tax for them, so that at the end of the day, they'll be like, well, I guess my mom's not an idiot after all. But at least my mom is there when I need her.